Welcome to the Zoe People course. So in this video, we'll be talking about adding a new leave type. Let's get on with it. In this course, we will look at the following: new leave policy, leave entitlement, and leave restrictions. So we start right away with new leave policies. As we know, different organizations follow different leave policies depending on their line of business. There are various leave types like sick leave, annual leave, casual leave, maternity leave, depending on the policies that each organization follows. So, Zoe People's Leave service gives an extensive platform to configure any type of leave. There are various options for accrual, reset, experience-based leave types, carry forward of leave, and more that are possible using Zoe People. So, in order to navigate to this, from your homepage, click on Leave, then on Settings, and then choose Leave Type. Thereafter, click Add. Give a name and a code. A code is used as a unique way to identify the leave type. For example, the code for casual leave can be given as CL for easy identification. Choose an image. Select whether the leave should be paid or unpaid, or on duty or restricted holiday. Unit. At unit, select days or hours and give a description. Give a description of leave type. Validity. This refers to the period for which the leave type is valid. All reports generated for this leave type will be for the period chosen here. Leave entitlement. So, entitlement, effective after. Years denotes the years after the date of joining. For example, 2 years indicates that the leave is effective after 2 years from the date of joining. In the second drop-down, you can choose between date of joining or date of confirmation. Accrual. Leave accrual is a method by which you can define that the leave should be utilized within the period that you select. For example, if you select monthly as the accrual period and enter the entitlement as 1, then it means that the employee can avail 1 day of leave every month under this leave type. For options like yearly, half yearly, you can also set the date and month. Reset. Here you can define whether the leave balance should be reset and also set the date and month for the reset to happen. Carry forward. If you would like to carry forward leave, then you can set it here. There are 2 options: units and percentages. Units or percentages that you set here will be applicable to the leave balance. So let's look at an example. Assume that the entitlement is 12 days. You have defined that the maximum carry forward should be 5 days and the maximum number of days should be encashed in 3 days. In this case, if the balance left is 8 days, then 5 days will be carried forward, 2 days will be encashed, and 1 day will be lapsed. Prorate accrual. In this section, you can define how to prorate accrual. There are three options here. The first one we'll be looking at is start of policy. Start of policy is the date on which the policy is effective from. If you have given 2 years in effective after, then each employee will be eligible for this leave from the date of completing 2 years from the date of joining. So, if an employee joins the organization on 15 October 2015, then the start of policy for the employee will be 15 October 2017. Here, if you have given prorate at the start of the new policy with the monthly accrual of 1 day, then on 15 October 2017, the employee will be eligible for 0.5 days. From November 2017, he or she will be eligible for 1 day each month. And now for the second one, start and end of policy. So let's consider a scenario. Assume you have set an entitlement of 12 days for employees who completed 1 year of service and 24 days for employees who have completed 1.6 years of service. The first policy will start when the employee completes 1 year and will be applicable until the policy ends. Of course, until 1.6 years of joining. Now, assume you have given a monthly accrual of 1 day. If you have selected start and end of policy in prorate accrual, then on 15 October 2016, after a year of joining, the employee's eligibility from start to end of policy, October 2016 until March 2017, will be 0.5 days for October plus 4.5 days, 1 day each for November, December, January, February until 15 March 2017. From 15 March 2017 to 15 October 2017, the entitlement will be 1 day for March 2017 plus 2 days per month for the rest of his or her tenure. And now for the third one, do not prorate. So if you select this option, there will be no prorata done. For example, if you have set the monthly accrual as 1 day, then irrespective of when the employee joins in a month, you will get 1 day for that month. There is also an option called removing of prorate accrual. So, with this option, if you click on it, prorate and remove this option altogether, leave will not be given on a prorata basis. If you have set a month accrual of 1 day on the first of every month and remove this option, then the employee who joins on any day apart from the first of the month will not get any leave for that month. The difference between do not prorate and removing prorate is that in the first option, leave will be issued to the employee, and in the second option, the employee will lose the leave if he does not fall under the accrual period set. So, under more options, you can add an opening balance or set a maximum balance. Opening balance. This will be helpful in scenarios like probation period leave. For example, if you have a monthly accrual of 1 day and for the first 6 months of service, this leave should not be taken, then you can simply enter 6 at the end of the 6 months. An employee will have 6 months accumulated already, and from the 7th month, he or she will get 1 day per month. Here, in order to prevent the employee from using this leave before 6 months, you can give 6 months under effective from. Maximum balance. This indicates the maximum number of days that can be accumulated. For example, assume you have a monthly accrual of 1 day and you have set 5 as the maximum balance. In this case, if an employee has not utilized any leave until June, then he should ideally be having a balance of 6 as on June 30th. However, since you have set the maximum balance as 5, the balance will only be 5 as on June 30th. There will be a lapse of 1 day. If you would like to encourage employees to take leave rather than accumulate it, then you can make use of this option. You can also add a new policy. So under applicable, you can define who the leave is applicable to. You have options like gender, marital status, department designation, location, and role. You also have the option of employee. This is useful in scenarios where you would like to make one or more employees applicable to this leave type. And now for exceptions. Here is where you can set the exception based on options like department, designation, location, and role. You can also include one or more employees who do not belong to the first set department, designation, location, and role. Leave restrictions. Restrictions. Weekends between leave period. Weekends in the leave period. Here you can set whether weekends during the leave period should be excluded or included. You can also give a value here. For example, if you give 5, then the total leave period exceeds 5. Then the weekend in this period will be included. Holidays in the leave period. You can set whether the holidays in the leave period should be included. You can also give a count to indicate that the leave period exceeds a number of days. Then the holidays should be included. While applying leave exceed leave balance, tick the appropriate boxes which you would like to use. Duration allowed. Tick all that you want to allow: full day, half day, quarter day, or hourly. If you enable the half day option, then employees can apply for half day leave under this leave type. If you enable quarter day option, then employees can apply for quarter day leave under this leave type. If you enable hourly option, then employees can apply for hour-based leave. Report configuration. Click the drop-down boxes to choose the option you want them to view or how it should be displayed. Allow requests for. So in allow requests for, choose if you want to allow requests for past dates and future dates. The last steps that you need to specify are minimum leave that can be availed by application, maximum leave that can be availed, maximum number of consecutive days of leave allowed, minimum gap in days between two applications, enable file upload option if the applied leave period exceeds the number of days, of course. Maximum number of applications allowed within the specified period. This leave can be applied only on. This leave cannot be taken together with. And if you are done with all of this, you can click submit. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.